Okay, so thank you guys. Thanks for waiting. I just waited for others, so others also just join. Okay, now let me share my screen and we can proceed with today's training. Okay, so once again, good evening to everyone and thanks for joining. So today's session, we are going to moving with our next level of topic. So last class, okay, yesterday's class, which we have seen like basics of cloud computing. Okay, so today's session, I'm just going to move on with other stuff. Okay, we can just slightly move on to one by one next use cases. Okay, right. Today we are in the second phase of our cloud computing. Last class, can anyone give a quick recall what you understand from the yesterday's class and how about the session? Like I meant to say, like what you understood from the previous session. Anyone can? So whatever you understood, you can just summarize what we learned yesterday. Friends, am I audible? Hope all of you can hear me. I'm just waiting for your reply. Hello. Guys, someone confirm me. I think I'm audible.
Yes, we are audible. Yeah, we have learned about what are the benefits, and we learn about the virtualization technologies used in cloud computing.
Okay. Very good.
Different challenges. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, no worries, friends. I can go for a quick recall what we had yesterday, and then we can move on to today's session. Okay, so yeah, so I'll summarize the same. Okay, so fine, friends. I just told about the history, how we evaluated into the cloud computing. Okay, so before to that, we have learned like what is cloud computing. Okay, and as you said, what is the benefits of that? Because of the benefits, we move into the cloud actually. Okay, so this benefits and things, right? How I explained it. So I explained by the content of cloud. By the content of data center. Okay, by the content of data center. Okay, so we learned what is data center and what is virtualization. This virtualization. Okay, in fact, to be frank, I started like what is data center, then I explained what is virtualization. So in continuation of that, I explained what is cloud computing, and finally we have seen benefits of cloud computing. So thereby you come to understand, okay, this is what cloud, we need a cloud, this is the purpose. So this is what our yesterday's flow, we have done one by one like this. Okay. Now in continuation of that, today I'm going to tell how the cloud computing is working. First of all, you need to understand how the cloud computing is working. Then only you can come to know, okay, this is the reason people are moving into the cloud, and this is what the benefits. Okay, this is what the benefits, and you can come to know, okay, this is behind the technology. Okay, how it is working like that. So to understand the same, I'm going to just to show you the our previous one diagram. So last class we have done something called as a virtualization. I have shown like virtualization diagram, right? So from there I will take it to you the further. Okay. So last class I explained about the virtualization. Now just consider, friends, the difference between the virtualization technology and the cloud computing is very simple. So if it is a virtualization, you are going to have your own virtualization in the sense this physical servers. Okay, so this kind of physical service, it will be available on your on-prem. Okay, I can say like this will be in your on-prem. On-prem in the sense your premise. Okay, we can say like this is on-premise. In the on-premise, you are going to have your own virtualization. So that what will be the impact of this on-prem virtualization in the sense everything you need to take care. Okay, everything you need to take care, which means I can select A to Z. Okay, starting from the physical server, operating system, hypervisor, and this everything you should own and you should maintain it. Okay, but in case of cloud data center means cloud will take care of their data center actually. Okay, I can say like there is something called as a region. Okay, even I can show you one more thing. Let me show you one thing, just wait. 1 minute, I'll show you. I'll take one diagram and I'll explain you the same. So 1 minute, friends. Just please hold on, friends. I'm in the line only. Okay. Okay, so currently you are seeing in a screen, right? So here, as I said, I can just compare this and this diagram. Okay, let me show you like. Okay, the same only. I just take it here. So what you can understand in the sense, it is nothing but there is some computing memory, physical hardware, as I said, right? On top of that, hypervisor is there, on top of the virtualization is there, on top of your running application. So the same, if it in case of in your on-premise means what it will have, right? If it is an on-premise means you should manage all the things. But what cloud computing is saying in the sense, cloud computing, the cloud service provider, you can take any cloud service provider. Okay, the cloud service provider who all are, I can say like Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure or GCP. So what they are doing actually in the sense, they are delivering the cloud service to you. They are delivering the cloud resources to you. To deliver their cloud resources, actually they spread all over the world actually. Okay, actually they are spreading all over the world. All over the world in the sense, how I'm saying, let's take an example. I'll show you my AWS portal. I'll show you my AWS console. From there you can come to know how they are how they are providing the service actually. Okay, so if I show some practical use case screen, right, you can come to know that. Okay, so let me show you the console. See guys, this is the AWS console here. So in this AWS console, if you see means they have multiple regions actually. Okay, what they are having, they are having multiple region. So in that region, you can see they are spread all over the world. I said right, Northern Virginia they have a data center. Okay, North Virginia they have data center. Ohio they have a data center. US West they have data center. Oregon they have data center. So all over the location, okay, all over the geographical location, they have multiple data center. From their data center only we are receiving the virtualization. So To be frank, they are doing the virtualization to you. Instead of you making the virtualization, they are providing the virtualization. So because of their virtualization only, you are able to have your virtual resources like virtual server, virtual network, virtual storage, and virtual databases and everything. So from say an example, if your company is Indian based, I can say like if it is a MNC, they should be all over the world. Okay, say an example, you are having the US based customer in the sense, then you can have your virtual resources on US. In that also you can choose US East or US West. So based on your customer availability, okay, based on your customer geographical location, okay, based on your customer geolocation, you can choose any one of the region that you can have your servers. Say an example, let's take a US East North Virginia. In North Virginia, I'm going to have this much servers actually. I'm going to have these are the virtual servers in my location. Okay, let's take an example I'm saying. So see, this much instance I'm using in the Northern Virginia actually. Okay, so all are some of the servers I'm in a running status, some of the servers I keep it in a stopped status. So these all are my virtual machines. So I'm going to get the virtual servers, network, storage, everything in based on the region. So that's what I said, like AWS data center not in a single place. I mean to say like this kind of data center is not in a single place. So they spread all over the world actually. So from all the data center, we are getting the cloud services actually. So now got an idea how they are able to deliver the cloud services. So that's the reason I said like they are doing the they are doing the virtualization service to us. Okay, um, by means of physical data center. So they are owning the physical data center, but we are accessing the virtual resources from their data center. Okay. So for make you understand, I can show you one more diagram in the browser. Okay, you can see. So as I said, right, each and every region they have different. Okay, each and every region they are having a different availability zones. Availability zone is nothing but under the region they can have multiple data center. So by means of their data center only, see, okay, these are the localities they are having the data center, their data center. Okay, so from there only we are receiving the services, cloud services. So that's the reason I said like this kind of data center, okay, which I compared in my diagram, right? This kind of data center they are owning. Okay, so the physical computing memory they are having. Instead of you keep the physical servers and operating system and hypervisor, they are keeping this. Only we are accessing the virtual machines. So that's the reason I said like we are accessing only this part. Okay, we are accessing only this part, virtual machine and its application. That hypervisor, okay, that hypervisor and computing memory and all, they are taking care. So that's what I said, like if it is an on-premise, this portion, this every portion you have to take care. Okay, the complete infrastructure you should take care. Okay, that is the difference between your own virtualization and the cloud virtualization. Okay, in case of your own virtualization in the on-premise, you need to take care of everything: application, virtual machine, hypervisor, this operating system, and physical servers and everything. But in case of cloud data center means, okay, cloud, if you're going with the AWS or Azure or GCP means, you can take care only about this virtual machine and its application. The remaining portion, hypervisor and everything will be taken care by AWS. So thereby I can say, right, yesterday I said, right, it is very less maintenance. Okay, it is very less maintenance. Now hope you understood how the cloud computing is working. Is there any doubt on this? Is there any doubt?
No doubt.
Okay, very good. Yeah, good. So that's what I said, like, so like this, they have all, they simply I can say like they present all over the world. Okay, they present all over the world. We are utilizing their infrastructure. Okay, we are utilizing their infrastructure and we are accessing our resources. Okay, so this is one. Now we can move further as per our flow. Okay, next thing we want to understand what is meant by public cloud, what is meant by private cloud, those things. So hopefully today we can complete this introduction part. As I said, right, public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and I can select what is meant by software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. In that way, first I'm starting about this private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud actually. So in that way, first I can start like a private cloud. So before to that, I can just compare what is meant by public cloud and what is meant by private cloud. Okay, so today, in continuation of this, I'm saying like just now we learn how the cloud computing works. Okay. Now the next point, types of deployment, cloud deployment. Okay, cloud deployment models. So in this, we are going to learn public cloud, private cloud, one by one. So first, I'll start from the public cloud. Okay. So for to understand the public cloud, I can have a simple example. So whether any restriction to use Facebook? Anybody having any restriction to use Facebook? Mostly every common internet user, they can access the Facebook. So I can say like Facebook is a public cloud. To make you understand clearly, public cloud is nothing but, friends, it's common to every organization. So anyone can create their own cloud account and they can have their resources. So which I can say like public cloud, by using the public cloud, all the people can have their all the people can have their resources. So it supports multiple customers, I can say. Okay, for a public cloud, there is no I can say like for public cloud, there is no restriction. Anyone can have their cloud account and they can use their resources. So public cloud supports for multiple customers, friends, actually. Okay, public cloud supports for multiple customers. But in other hand, private cloud. Okay, let's take like a private cloud means private cloud have some restriction. Only the who has taken the private cloud means only that people only can use the private cloud actually. Okay, so I'll show you one more diagram here, and thereby I can explain you further what is public cloud and private cloud. Okay, just a minute. One minute, friends. Okay, so to understand the public cloud and private cloud, I can share. Hope now you can see my screen. So here I'm talking about public cloud and private cloud. So public cloud and private cloud are a basic difference only, a simple difference only, which I can say like. So if you want to move from one place to another place, generally I'm talking. If you want to move from one place to another place, either you can choose a public transport or private transport. What is the advantage and disadvantage in the public transport? So public transport, it will be cheap. Okay, the price wise, the traveling charges is less in the public transport, but you can have your own vehicle means, okay, you have to invest more money. Why? Because you have to have your own vehicle, so and there you have to spend the fuel and the things. So the same way, public cloud means anyone can have the cloud resources, I say, right? So it is a shared virtualized resources. It's common for all the customers. So it supports multiple customers. So how in a bus is a common for every people. So the overall price, when you're thinking about the cost wise, public cloud is cheap because it supports multiple customers and it supports connectivity over the internet, normal internet. So that is the reason public cloud is cheap. But in other hand, private cloud, right? As I said, the data center they are allocating to you, right? This kind of data center they are going to allocate you. So that data center is dedicated for only the single customer. So say an example here, I'm having around 6 virtual machines, which I mean to say like I marked that. Here some 6 virtual machines are right. If the 6 virtual machines dedicated for only a single customer, okay. If it is for a single customer means, then it is called a private cloud, which I mean to say like the resource allocated, right? the allocated resources only for a single customer means then it is called a private cloud. Okay, got my point what I'm saying? So I'm saying like, guys, I'll so please wait. So I'll just continue. Okay. So if the 6 virtual machine for a single customer, okay, dedicatedly for only one particular customer. So for the client, I mean to say like if I'm having the AWS account, I'm a startup company, I'm supporting for a client or I'm doing some things means. So for them, I can say like this is a private cloud. Very good. So Santosh asked like each VMs can be shared to different customers. Then it is called public cloud. Okay. So if it is for a single customer, which is dedicated for them, then it is called private cloud. If it is shared for multiple customer means, then it is called public cloud. So that is what I said, like the cloud resources, right? They are delivering the services, right? So they are delivering the services from their data center. They are dedicatedly allocated resources for you means then it is private cloud. But if it is for multiple customer, okay. If it is for multiple customer means, so it's kind of a shared resources and dedicated resources, friends. That is a simple logic. So understood basically what private cloud and what is public cloud. So first got a concept of public cloud and private cloud basically. So if the 6 virtual machines for only one customer means then it is called a private cloud. If the 6 virtual machine is shared between multiple customer means that is what I say, like the resources. Okay, if the physical resources is shared for multiple customer means then it is public cloud. If it is a single customer means then it is a private cloud. So please give acknowledgement. Got this point first of all? Then I can explain you.
Yes, got it.
Okay, very good, super. So that is what I summarize the advantages. Like if you go for public cloud means it is publicly accessible cloud environment owned and operated by a third-party cloud provider. It is nothing but AWS or Azure or GCP or whatever it is. So it is publicly shared virtualized resources and it supports for multiple customers and supports connectivity over the internet. But actually it is secure only. The public cloud is secure, but comparing with the private cloud, it is less secure. Then how private cloud is more secure? Because private cloud is for a single organization. Okay, private cloud is for single organization. Since it is only for single organization, it is managed by the same organization or third party. Third party in the sense AWS, Azure, or GCP. So they are dedicatedly allocating a data center for you, or they are dedicatedly allocating a complete rack of servers to you. So they are privately shared virtualized resources. That also virtualized resources only. Okay, those cloud resources also virtualized resources, but it is privately shared only for you. So that is what it's said, like it is for a dedicated customer and its connectivity over the private network, not a public network. Public network in the sense internet. So public cloud, it will be in public internet, but this private cloud is connected over a dedicated private VPN to you. So it's connected through a VPN. So that's the reason it is more secure. And that's the reason it is suited for more confidential organization, like I can say like a banking sector like that. Got it? Now clear what is public cloud and private cloud? Any doubt from this public cloud and private cloud?
No doubt.
Okay. Okay. So fine. Now next to that, we can go for what is the remaining two type of cloud. So remaining two type is community cloud and hybrid cloud. You said like only public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. Then what is meant by community cloud? I can say like community cloud is nothing but, friends, that is also similar to a private cloud. But actually, I like the advantage of private cloud. Why? Because private cloud is more secure comparing with the public cloud. But still, I want to repeat this point. Public cloud also is secure. In public cloud also, we can have firewall and security rules and everything. But still, comparing with the public, private is more secure. So I like the feature of private cloud. But cost-wise, it is high cost. So I want to be cost effective with the private cloud. So that is the reason we can go for a community cloud. Community cloud in the sense, it is shared for a group of organization, not for all. Okay. So here I can say even I can't say this is for multiple customer, for any customers. Okay, so which I mean to say like um, public cloud is common to all, right? But community cloud is nothing like group of organization. You know, right? Certain companies can have a tie-up. For an example, a partnership, or you can say like Tata. So Tata having many subsidiaries. Okay, so I mean to say like certain company having some sub projects, or I can say like they have some subsidiaries. So those kind of thing, instead of going for an individual cloud, in even you can take like Tata having some TCS, and they have many products. So when you're talking about that, instead of they are going for a public cloud, or they are going for an individual private cloud, better they can go for a community cloud. In community cloud, they can share the billing. So how I can share, how I can say in the sense, even in a private transport, again I will coming to the basic example of transport. Public cloud, it is completely public, everyone can travel. Private cloud, only one person can travel. I mean, it's like only the dedicated customer. But in that private transport also, we can have some group of people, right? So you kind of a share. So community cloud is nothing but a shared for a group of organization. So got it? It is for common. I can select any customer. That is called public cloud. Any customers, or you can cancel like all customers. And next type, as I said, right, which is community cloud. Community cloud is for group of customers in their mutual understanding. Group of customers in the sense, they will be in a partnership, they will be in a tie-up. Okay, instead of they are going for an individual one by one private cloud, they can share the billing. Okay, they can share the billing. That is what it is saying like community cloud. Okay, so that is what here I mentioned, like community cloud is nothing but shared by a group of organization, common objectives and concerns by security policy consideration, and more cost effective than private. Why? Because private cloud means, then example along with me, okay, say an example HP, IBM, Dell. Okay, as an example I'm saying, or you can have few companies. So those company, if they go for an individual private cloud, means it is more expensive. Instead of that, they can have some tie-up, they have partnership, and they can share their cloud infrastructure. So they can have a group of, they can become a group of organization in a mutual understanding, and they can share the bill amount instead of going for an individual private cloud. That is what it is community cloud actually. Okay. Finally, we can have hybrid cloud. What is meant by hybrid cloud? Hybrid cloud is nothing but, friends, okay, it's a combination of both public cloud and private cloud. Some areas I need to have a public cloud, some areas I need to have a private cloud. So by the combination of public cloud and private cloud, we can select hybrid cloud. Say an example, I have more confidential data means, then I can have private cloud. Some non-confidential resources, that I can have a public cloud. This is also for cost effective. Instead of keeping everything in a private cloud, even see some few of the things I'm not necessary to keep. Okay, necessary to keep in a private cloud. So that time unnecessarily I need not to spend the amount. So what and all, it is very essential to keep it private, that I can keep it in a private cloud. Okay, some of the data need not to be, some other data really it will be more sensitive, and it is a really confidential servers and those things, right? So I can say like whatever the resources you want to keep, really if you want to keep more secure, then you can put it in the private cloud, remaining you can keep it in a public cloud. So that is called hybrid cloud. In other words, we can say like hybrid cloud, both on-premise and cloud. So they will, certain customers, they will have on-premise as well, and they will have cloud as well. That also we can say like hybrid cloud. So totally hybrid cloud is nothing but both private plus public. So clear, friends, what is public cloud and what is private cloud?
Clear.
Okay. So any other doubts from any others? Okay. So if you have a clear means, then I can move on to the next topic, which is services. Okay. Okay. So hope we discussed just now, and you have cleared about this. Finally, I can select hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is nothing but combination of both public and private cloud. Okay. I can shortly mention like combo of public and private. combo of both public and private cloud means that is called hybrid. So which means that hybrid cloud. Okay. So fine friends. So this is what I just said about what is public and private and community cloud and hybrid cloud. Now we can start to discuss about the next phase of our services, which is I can say like software as a service, platform as a service, like that. So is a hypervisor is a software concept or hardware concept? Yeah, good question. Actually, hypervisor is a software concept only. Actually, yesterday I explained the same. Hypervisor is a software first of all. By means of hypervisor only, you can convert the physical hardware into the virtual hardware. So you are getting this virtual machine, right? How you are getting the virtual machine? You are getting the virtual machine from the physical hardware into the virtual machine. I mean to say like hypervisor is working on this way. Okay. So by means of hypervisor only, you are able to convert the physical hardware into the virtual machines as a virtual hardware. Got it now? So for this, you need a hypervisor. So hypervisor is a software. By means of hypervisor software, you can convert the physical hardware into the virtual hardware. By means of virtual hardware only, you are able to make this virtual machine. Which I mean to say, like you can define how much capacity of RAM, hard disk, CPU you want in your virtual machine. Then example, 16 GB of RAM with 1 TB of hard disk. Okay, all are virtual resources. Okay, virtual CPU, virtual RAM, and virtual hard disk. Okay, so that you can have it on the virtual machines by means of hypervisor. So hypervisor is converting the physical into virtual. Got it now? I think someone initiated this question. So Danis, got this point? Okay. So fine friends, now I'll move on to the next one. Okay, so just before we discussed about this private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud, now we can start to discuss about the next one is software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure service. So meanwhile, Danny further he asked the question like, can your virtual storage be more than physical storage? No. Why? Because based on the physical hardware capacity only, you can have the virtual machine. But still, what I can suggest, some cases your virtual storage can be more than your physical storage. How? In the sense, for that you need to have an additional storage setup. Hope you are aware of SAN storage and all. Storage area network, we can say like from the storage area network we can allocate the virtual storage to the virtual machines. So that case, as you ask the question is possible. Your virtual storage can be more than physical storage. How? By the setup of additional storage setup. Additional storage setup can be a SAN storage, NetApp SAN storage, IBM SAN storage. So thereby you can achieve the same. So got it, Dennis? Okay. Okay. So, but all this virtual setup, okay, yeah, virtual setup will take care by the cloud. That is the reason, as I explained till now, this complete physical resources and hypervisor will take care by the. So this is the portion of cloud. Okay, cloud will take care of this usually. Let me write the same. Okay, this area will take care by the cloud actually. This portion will be taken care by the cloud, which I marked, right? The marked area will be taken care by the cloud service provider. Cloud service provider like AWS, Azure, or GCP, they will take care of this. Okay. So fine. Now, okay, 1 minute, guys. Just a minute. Sorry, friends. Sorry to hold you all. Okay, so I was in mute. Okay, so what I said, this will be taken care by the cloud service provider. So to make you understand further, even we are going to talking. We are going to discuss about further one more thing, which is called as how as a cloud engineers, cloud admin. Okay, we are a cloud architect, right? We are going to become a cloud architect. So how we are going to utilize this cloud services, so that we can use it in a three-way. So that I'm going to explain you how it is possible and how we are going to utilize it. So for this, you need to understand what is software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So to make you this, I can explain you. Hope you can understand this. Okay. So now, currently I'm displaying on image, right? So uh, someone can tell what you understand from here. I already explained about this. Still, someone can unmute and you can explain what you are getting the points from here. Can anyone?
So from bottom to till virtual infrastructure management will be taken care by
Hmm.
um, like a cloud infrastructure, and we
Hmm.
are on the above two is we are going to own for like if you want to any install any particular software, or if you want to install any application, and that application needs to be accessed from some other thing, it's to be addressed by cloud environment. So based on these are the software platform infrastructure these three components are included in the cloud. So what we are going to do is we are doing the IT services management. Only we are accessing the services because we are not going to maintain our own physical environment, on-premises environment. So we are whatever we are requesting. I mean, whatever the our request as per that they will they will be billed and they will provide as a service, right?
Okay, very good, very good. So you want to say like pay as you go. Am I right?
Yeah, we don't want to invest anything on that
Ah,
on our premises, so we
okay.
just take it as IT service management. From there, we can take care of
Ah,
all the services from the cloud. So
okay,
just
okay.
we pay and go to get the services.
Okay, okay, okay. In the left side, it is mentioned something called as a cloud architect, cloud admin. So what you can understand from that?
So from there, it will be data center engineers work. From there, they will design and they will administrator that virtual machines and this infrastructure and everything. That automation engineers, everything will they will be taking care of all these stuffs. Like for example, if I want to, if suppose I'm owning a one VM server which is running on a some application service like file service and DHB servers. So from
Mm-hmm.
that, from they will take care of uh, creating a virtualization between the two servers and the DHB both DHCP servers, and they create a VPC connection between those servers and they provide a single connectivity to our end. From the back end, they will create a virtualization concept. But we are in the front end, we are getting only one IP or one host name, which we are going to manage. In case of any future failure, any requirements, I mean, any issues over the server, automatically, in case of the transparency will there. I mean, this redundancy will be there in that backend. They will give it that a fraction of seconds, fraction of minutes, they will make the server up.
Okay, okay, okay. Very good. Yeah. So any other want to share any information about this? Okay. So why I'm asking this question? Totally, we want to understand what is SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. If you understand what is SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS, you know how the cloud computing completely works, and what will be what we are going to do as a cloud administrators. Okay, what we are going to do as a cloud architect. So currently you are seeing this diagram, right? This is exactly cloud service provider they are doing. So back in the physical resources and virtualization. Okay, physical resources and its virtualization will taken care by the cloud service provider, and they are delivering the services, software as a service, or platform as a service, or infrastructure as a service to us over the internet. From the internet, we are receiving the services. Okay, from the internet, we are consuming the services like software service or PaaS or IaaS. So that is why we are going to discuss what is meant by SaaS, what is meant by PaaS, and what is meant by IaaS. And we are going to discuss who is going to use a SaaS, who is going to use PaaS, and who is going to use IaaS. Okay, I mean to say like who all are going to be the consumer of SaaS, who all are going to become the consumer of PaaS, and who all are going to become the consumer of IaaS. Okay, so got it now? Shall we proceed? So that is what I displayed this image, and I ask you how what you can understand from here. So as I said here, see, traditional roles still essential, but not from our end. Cloud service provider will take care about this. Yes, I said yesterday, right? S4N. Okay, server, storage, software, security, networking, all in a physical form they will take care, and the virtualization also they will take care. We are going to become a cloud architect or cloud admin, IT automation engineer to administrate the virtual environment, to administrate the virtual data center. So from the virtual data center only, we are receiving a software as service, platform as service, infrastructure as service, and business people. Okay, organization perspective, they are using any one of the service, all the three services, or any one of the two services. So that depends on the customer. So that is what right now we are going to discuss. What is meant by software as a service, what is meant by platform as a service, and what is meant by infrastructure as a service. In that way, first we can discuss what is meant by software as a service. So software as a service, it is a very simple concept. So I can say cloud is not a new technology actually. We are already a cloud consumer. We are already using a cloud. Okay, for a long back ago. Why I'm saying cloud service already in the name of software as a service. Okay, cloud service, it is already in the name of software as a service. How I'm saying in the sense, everyone, we are using many softwares in the internet, right? I can say like whatever the softwares which are directly consuming without managing anything. Okay, without managing any resources or without managing any infrastructure, from the internet you are directly consuming the resources like a software, right? So that we can select a software service. An example, good example, Gmail. We are using the Gmail, whether you are maintaining any mailbox from your end. I mean to say like mail server, not mailbox. You are using the Gmail, but you are not maintaining any mail server, right? As a end user, okay, as a common internet user, as a non-technical people, you are using the Gmail. You don't know about anything about the infrastructure. With the 0% management, you are directly accessing the software. So that is the reason I'm saying in the internet, okay, in the internet, what and all web applications are available? What are the softwares which are directly using? That is called software as a service. So an example, as a personal example, I can select Facebook, Gmail, Twitter, or any personal application, booking applications. All are I can select software as a service. As an official example, I can select Office 365. Office 365 is one of a good example to understand the software as a service. Earlier, how you use the Office 365, MS Office. In the name of MS Office, you install in your local machine. You have to, as an administrator, you can think in that perspective. If you are a system administrator, you need to install the MS Office in each and every machine. Nowadays, no need of installing the MS Office. You can log into the Office 365 in the online itself. But you can use the same kind of application. You can use the same kind of MS Office, MS Word, PowerPoint, Excel, whatever you want to use, you can utilize this directly from the internet. So software as a service is nothing but you are consuming the software directly from the internet. You can open the browser, you can run the application in the internet itself, and you can utilize it. So no need of installation, no need of upgrade, no need of installation based on the operating system. Say an example, if it is a MS Office based on the operating system, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, you need to install it in your local machine. Nowadays, no need of that. The same way SAP CRM, okay, and the ticketing tools. So many office applications also nowadays it is in online. It is directly available on the internet, your attendance portal, or so for that tunnel directly you can use as a software. So that's what I said, like software as a service is nothing but it is used for a common internet user. Any non-technical people also can access it because it's a simple application. Okay, so and it is common for every customers. It is not dedicated only this people used to software as a service, not like that. And even I can say like we are not going to learn about anything on software as a service. Why? Because not necessary. It is a direct application available on the internet. Which I mean to say like A to Z is available on the A to Z it is available on the cloud side. So which I mean to say like the entire application, virtual machines, hypervisor, everything is taken care by the particular cloud service provider. Okay, got it. That is called software as a service. Okay, as per this example, starting from the bottom to top, everything is taken care by the cloud service provider. That is called software as a service. Now, platform as a service. What is meant by platform as a service? Platform as a service is mainly for the developers. So mainly developer going to use the platform as a service. Why I'm saying in the sense, see, mostly the developers, they may not aware of the infrastructure side. Okay, they may not have the experience on the infrastructure end. Infrastructure end in the sense, they may not know how to handle the Windows servers, Linux servers, database. So the infrastructure part, it is a bit complex to manage by them, but because they have a good developing skills, they have a good knowledge on developing skills, and they can develop the web application, they can develop any kind of application. But to host the application they need to depend on the tech support team. To host the application they need a one tech support engineer. So to host the application on a web server or Windows servers or Linux servers or anything. So in such a case, platform as a service is helpful for a developer. How? In the sense, they can directly use this resources. Say an example, for them, database will be directly available. Any Python server, .NET server, everything it will be directly available. So they can utilize the resources directly. Say, which I can say like, according to this picture, if it is a platform as a service, right, they can only concentrate on building the web applications or applications. So which I mean to say like this entire thing will given by the cloud service provider. Okay, up to this given by the cloud service provider. They can only concentrate on building the applications. Okay, so they will take care only the application. So that is called platform as a service. Okay, if it is a if it is an infrastructure as a service, right? The next part, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means you need to develop your own infrastructure and you need to build the resources. Which I mean to say like, according to this diagram again. Okay, just now I said like, if it is, this means it is only PaaS. I can say like, this is PaaS. Okay, this is PaaS. Okay, if it is a infrastructure as a service, right? I can say this is infrastructure as a service, which I mean to say like, you need to build your own virtual machines, virtual networking, virtual storage. On top of that, you can build your application. So here both the developer also will be there, tech support team also will be there, Windows administrator, Linux administrator, infrastructure team also will be there, developers also will be there. So got it, friends? What is the difference between PaaS and IaaS? Any doubt on this? So for software as a service, no one need. Okay, any direct employees, end users, they can directly use. So any doubt on PaaS and IaaS? Okay, guys. I think okay. Oh, so Santosh asked me like you want to see about the software as a service screen. Okay, I can show you. So other than that, yeah, I can. Yes, Santosh. Now you can tell me. Hope you can see my software as a service screen. Okay, so you want to just note down. Okay, guys. So this is what software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure service. Hope you all understood. And if you have any further doubts, please let me know. So parallel, I'll note down what we learned today. So today we learned how the cloud computing works and what are the deployment models are there: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud. And then we learn services, types of cloud services. Okay, so we completed the introduction phase. Okay, so shall we conclude now? So tomorrow we can move on to the next part actually. Okay, so this is services, types of cloud services. You are looking for a class notes, right? Yeah, class notes. For the class notes, right, guys? You need to be contact with Abdul and Sagar. Okay. So and today also, I'm just reminding you. Please discuss about your pricing. Okay, along with this. Sorry, please discuss about price with Sagar and Abdul, and for class notes and recording and everything. So don't forget to contact Mr. Sagar and Mr. Abdul. So then only you will get the recordings as well as the course continuation of the prices and everything. Okay, so fine, guys. So please contact Mr. Sagar and Abdul, and you can get a clarity further. Okay, then thank you all. We can conclude here. And
Thank you. Bye bye.
okay, thank you everyone.